Today, we're going to dive into a story that really connects the dots between high-level academic theory and actual real-world results. We're taking a look at the career of Assistant Professor Rayner. She's an academic whose work doesn't just stay in the classroom. It gets out there and makes a direct impact on communities. So let's get right into it.
You know, this one sentence right here from her professional summary, it's pretty much the key to understanding everything she does. Think of it as her mission statement. She's using all her expertise not just for research papers, but to actually empower local communities and help them build businesses that last. It's the why that fuels all of her work. So how does someone even get the expertise to pull off a mission like that? I mean, to really get a handle on the impact she's making today, we first have to go back and look at the foundation she spent 2 decades carefully building.
Her academic journey is just a masterclass in focus. It all starts back in 2003 with a bachelor's in marketing. That's the solid ground floor. 6 years later, she adds an MBA, which really sharpens her skills in marketing management. But here's the crucial step, the one that changes everything: her 2023 PhD. Notice it's in business administration and digital innovation. That's a really deliberate move from just theory to actually using modern digital tools to solve real-world business problems.
All that education wasn't just about collecting degrees, you know? It was about putting together a really powerful toolkit, one that's filled with very specific skills and expertise, all designed to turn an idea into a reality. So let's pop the hood and see what's inside.
First up, her teaching skills. These are the tools she's passing on to her students. And just look at how practical they are. Digital marketing, brand management, content marketing, these are not abstract, theoretical ideas. They're the absolute essential pillars for any successful modern business, whether it's a huge corporation or a small local shop. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. These are her specialized instruments. Sure, she's got all the heavy-duty statistical tools to crunch the numbers, but look closer. She's an expert in participatory action research, or PAR, which is all about working with communities, not just studying them. And social return on investment, or SROI, that's a way to actually measure the social value she helps create. It's about having proof with a purpose. So, we've seen the theory, we've looked inside the toolkit. Now let's see how it all comes together out in the field. How does she take all these academic skills and create something tangible, something you can actually hold in your hand?
Before we see the final result, it's so important to understand her core method, participatory action research. See, this isn't about some expert showing up and telling people what to do. The key word here is collaborate. The researcher and the community members are equal partners. They're combining academic knowledge with that priceless local wisdom to solve problems together. And this picture just illustrates that first step perfectly. This is PAR in action. It's not happening in some fancy university lab. It's happening right there, on the ground, in the community, with everyone engaged. This is where academic theory meets real-world experience, and that's where a shared vision really starts to take shape. And from that collaboration, this is what you get: transformation. Right here, you can see the entire journey of a local product, the whitewood ear mushroom. On one side, you have the fresh harvest, and on the other, you've got a preserved, processed product that's ready for a much wider market. This is value creation in its most literal sense, turning a local crop that doesn't last long into a stable, marketable good. And here it is, the culmination of that entire process, a fully branded packaged product called Hug Head. It's got nutritional info. It has appealing packaging, a clear identity. This is not just a bag of mushrooms. It's the physical proof of research, collaboration, and marketing strategy all coming together to create a sustainable business for a community. But for Dr. Rayner, a successful project like this isn't the end of the story. Not at all. Her work is really defined by this relentless commitment to keep learning, to make sure her toolkit is always on the cutting edge. Just take this certification, for example. It's for the ethical use of AI in research. This tells you she's not just grabbing the latest tech trend. She's committed to using it responsibly, making sure her methods are both innovative and have total academic integrity. Remember we mentioned SROI earlier? Well, here's the proof of her expertise. This training lets her go way beyond just saying a project was good. She can actually measure and put a number on the social, economic, and environmental value that was created. That gives her clear, credible data that shows exactly what kind of difference her projects are making. And finally, this might just be one of the most empowering tools in her entire kit: a certification in intellectual property rights.
What this means is she can help communities not just develop their products, but protect them too. It makes sure that the value and the ownership of their local wisdom and innovation stay right where they belong, with the community. So, after seeing this whole journey, from a PhD all the way to a packaged product on a store shelf, it kind of makes you ask a bigger question, doesn't it? What is the true purpose, the real, ultimate impact of academic research? Well, the answer, as Dr. Rayner's work shows us so clearly, is this. It's all about turning knowledge into real, tangible opportunity and transforming a local community into its own thriving, sustainable enterprise.